Hey guys, it's me Minori. Welcome back to my channel. Hi! So today I'm super excited to talk about one of my biggest passions, manga. Manga, for those of you who don't know, is basically the Japanese version of comic books. The first manga that I ever owned was Sailor Moon, and ever since, I've been obsessed. Manga is my life. Like guys, look at my bookshelf. So this is my bookshelf. In fact, manga is the real reason why I decided to come to Japan.
A little about me. I was born in Japan, but I moved to America when I was 2 years old.
So manga. Manga has been around forever. I mean, if you think about it, humans have been combining words and pictures for centuries. But the modern type of manga that's still really popular today really started in the 1950s. Today, I thought it'd be fun to take you guys on a journey through the history of shoujo manga. Shoujo manga basically means manga for girls. Manga has inspired me so much as an artist, and today I want to do a challenge. I want to challenge myself to draw shoujo manga from every era, including the tools and everything. So yeah, let's dive right in. The evolution of shoujo manga, Girls Edition. So before anything, here are the basic tools in the manga world. Back in the days, they didn't really have much tools. This is all they had. Paper, pencil, eraser, ink, pen, and brush. Okay, so let me show you guys how to use these tools real quick. First, you use a pencil to do the rough draft. Okay, I'm not gonna do like a real drawing yet. Let me start with like lines. Okay, nothing special. Okay, now onto the fun part. We're gonna use a special type of pen and ink to go over the lines. So this is a trial pen set, a starter kit. So it comes with one pen holder and 3 nibs. They all make different kind of lines. I'm just gonna go ahead and use this one. So all you have to do now is to dip it into the ink and... Oh, I love how this feels. So this pen is a bit tricky to use. So you wanna go from up to down, up to down, up to down, up to down. You want to keep rotating the paper, not the pen. If you want to fill it in and color it black, you can use a brush to dip it into the ink bin and then color it in. And let's say, oops. You could always use whiteout to cover it up. I'm just going to dip it in with a different brush and clean up the smudge. See, all good. Okay, so that's basically the gist of it. Let's go all the way back to the 1950s to see how their art used to look like.
Let's start with the 1950s, the era of Tisa Osamu. Back then, manga art was simple and cartoonish. It had exaggerated features and bold outlines. I think it had a unique charm. This was a groundbreaking era for manga, thanks to Tisa Osamu. He's often called the god of manga and is considered Japan's equivalent to Walt Disney. Tezuka didn't just revolutionize boys manga, he also made waves in girls manga with stories like Princess Knight, Ribon no Kishi. There's so much I want to change and I'm not doing any justice to the original art. I also want to like tweak things by using my tools that I have right now, like using my iPad. But I want to keep this challenge very realistic. They didn't have such tools back then, so I'm going to keep it that way. So now it's time to do the line art. I'm so nervous. Okay, let's do this. This was one of the first mangas to feature a strong, complex female lead. To sum it up, it is a story about a princess having 2 genders in her heart. She would go back and forth being a girl and a boy, being a princess and a knight. When I first read this story, I didn't think much of it, but now thinking about it in 2024, he was truly ahead of his time. At the time, typically most shoujo manga was created by women, and shonen manga was created by men. It's so not 2024 to say that, but let's keep in mind that we are in the 1950s. It was rare for a male artist to dominate the shoujo genre, but Tezuka's storytelling and art style were unmatched. He was literally publishing in every magazine, every book, and his content was all over Japan. He was inspired by the animation genre and revolutionized the manga world by adding some camera angle techniques. Manga was starting to become known as a readable movie. Some interesting facts about Tezuka. Although he never practiced medicine, he was an Osaka University medical graduate, which means he never actually became a doctor, but he had a legit medical license. He wrote this manga series called Blackjack about a doctor performing surgery using his medical knowledge. So, he was a doctor, a manga artist, And he was also a great pianist. Are you following me here? Is there something that he could not do? He was just a genius. So this is how my paper turned out. It's amazing to think that all of this was created with just basic tools. (1960s and 70s) sparkly eyes and screen tones. Oh, just a hack. You can use an eraser putty to roll it against the paper to lighten the pencil marks. This makes it easier to do the line art. But then this happened.
That's unfixable.
Well, good thing by this time they had a light box, I think. I read that manga artists back then would use a glass table and put a light underneath to mimic a light box if they didn't have one. So thank goodness, I could now just trace it onto a different paper. So, moving into the 1960s, shoujo manga started to evolve. More female artists emerged and their characters began reflecting the changing roles of women in society. Manga girls became stronger, more curious, and more independent. Some standout works of this era are sports-based, specifically volleyball and tennis. Apparently, there was a national volleyball boom during that time in Japan, as Japan's women's volleyball team won gold at the 1964 Olympics. This is also when the iconic sparkly eyes style emerged. Artists started adding intricate details to characters' eyes, even including little white squares called windows. I mean, that's not the official term. Artists now like to poke fun of these squares by calling them windows. Some shoujo artists had more than just a window. They had a whole theme park trapped inside the eyes. This style gave the eyes a dreamy, doll-like quality. The more eyelashes, the merrier. I honestly adore this era. It is such a unique style that we don't see much today, but look at it, it's so cute. Unfortunately, this style went extinct quite fast as you couldn't give them much facial expressions. I honestly would love this style to come back. Maybe I could use it for like my merch or something one day. This era also introduced screen tones, a game changer for manga art. So it's really easy to use. First, it's kind of see-through, so you want to put it on top of the drawing. Cut around the drawing generously. Then you could peel it off. It's got this waxy adhesive on the back, and you can stick it on like a sticker. All you need to do now is to cut along the lines and peel off the excess. Now we have traditional art that looks colored in digitally. These adhesive sheets allowed artists to create detailed shading and textures, but they were expensive and required a lot of skills to use. So while this was a game changer, it was still rarely used. It was used a little bit for the background, the hair, and mostly for clothes, and that was basically it. Welcome to the golden era of shoujo manga. This was a time when shoujo manga gained global recognition and reached fans all over the world. Legendary titles like Sailor Moon and Cardcaptor Sakura were born in this era, and they continue to captivate fans to this day. One of the defining characteristics of the 1990s was the diversity in art styles. For example, Sailor Moon and Cardcaptor Sakura are from the same era but look completely different. This was when manga artists really began to explore their creativity and develop unique styles. Another big shift during this time was in character design. The main characters started to have more vibrant and unique hair colors, breaking away from the traditional black hair that had been the staple for Japanese characters. This change reflected societal trends as hair coloring and bleaching became more common among younger generations. Screen tones also became much more advanced. They were used extensively for details like hair, clothing, and backgrounds, making the artwork more intricate and polished. Oh, this is also the time when manga tools underwent a revolution. Here are some key updates from this time. Blue pencils became popular for rough drafts. Screen tones were layered for incredible detail. Light boxes with adjustable LED lighting became portable and easy to use. Copic markers became a favorite for vibrant coloring. This combination of tools pushed the artistic skill level to new heights. Artists started to layer screen tones on top of screen tones on top of screen tones. I also noticed some increased focus on realism. Character proportions became more realistic, and overall, this era was a major turning point. For me, this era holds a special place in my heart. After this, technology evolved, starting the era of drawing tablets. But honestly, I feel like digital art could never replace traditional art. But that might just be me. Anyways, moving on to the next era. The era of drawing tablets. This was an era when drawing tablets truly became a game changer for manga artists. Apps like Clip Studio Paint, launched in 2011, started to dominate the industry. The transition from traditional to digital wasn't instant though. Many artists continued to draw traditionally because, let's face it, tablets were expensive. However, as time went on, more and more manga artists began to embrace digital tools. Why? Because digital drawing meant no more erasing mistakes on paper, no more ink spills. You could easily copy, paste, or undo. No need for endless supplies like pens, ink, or screen tones. Speaking of screen tones, this era also marked their decline. Why buy expensive screen tones when you could use unlimited digital tones included in the app? By the way, I'm drawing a scene from my made-up manga, so no, I have no clue what this scene is about. So this is my opinion. While I love these digital art, I find it a little bit boring. I don't know how to explain it, but everything looks perfect now. You could honestly just take a picture, make it black and white, and add it into the background. You don't have to draw it from scratch anymore. But at the same time, it opened up so many opportunities to more artists. And now we've reached the 2020s. The current era of manga. This decade has redefined what it means to be a manga artist. You no longer need to publish physical books or work with traditional publishers to make a name for yourself. Platforms like Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and even YouTube have given artists a direct way to connect with their audience. Thanks to iPads and drawing softwares, anyone can create manga. No specific tools required, no limitations. So who knows? Maybe you'll be the next artist to revolutionize the manga world.
So this is how they turned out. What do you guys think? So what do I think? I think they're not perfect in any way, but I did my best. Applause for effort. I mean, each page takes like hours to draw. I can't believe shoujo manga artists draw like 30 pages every month. They're insane. But honestly, I don't think I did any justice here. I think the best way to show you guys is by actually showing you guys the real books. So that is why I would like to take you guys to Mandarake. It's a store in Shibuya that's full of vintage mangas and anime items. It's so nostalgic. I love it there. So guys, let's dive into the manga world.
And here we are at Mandarake. This is like Disneyland to anime and manga geeks like me. So let's go inside. Come on in. Oh my gosh. Look at the art. It's magnificent. Be careful with the steps. By the way, the entryway is a little bit scary, so you might back out if you don't know about this store. But don't worry, it's okay. Let's keep going down. There's a lot of stairs. And this is the entrance. Oh my gosh, right off the bat, there's a lot of Sailor Moon stuff. Oh, this is so precious. I'm so excited. What do we have here? A Sailor Moon accessory set. I kind of want this so bad, but it's 5,000 yen. And you can make Sailor Moon pancakes. That is so precious. So this is Mandarake. It's got a lot of anime toys and secondhand mangas. It's like full of national treasures to me. By the way, there's a lot of customers, so I'm gonna try to be really quiet. Let's keep on going. Ta-da! Look at all these mangas. There's a lot of new mangas, but there's a lot of old mangas that you can't buy anymore. So this is like the girly section. Oh, I love this section so much. Kami-sama hajimemashita. Fruits basket. Ooh, Akatsuki no Yona. My favorite manga right now. You guys gotta read it. And over on this side, this is where I sometimes buy my Blythe dolls. Seriously, they're all so precious. And what's this? more Sailor Moon stuff, some Card Captor Sakura, a Sailor Moon pins collection. Like, I could stay here all day. By the way, I'm not gonna do a no budget haul like always because I literally want everything here and the vintage pricing is gonna kill my wallet. So I really need to be careful what to buy. And today I'm here to buy some mangas. So let's start off with this section. This is the Tisa Osamu corner. So it's got like mangas from the 1950s to 1960s. And let me see, what do we have? Oh look, they've got Jungle Teo, Hinotori. You know, these are very, very vintage, so you need to be really careful when touching them. And they've got Ribon no Kishi. Look at the art. This is what I'm talking about. It's 600 yen. I gotta get this. I wonder if there's other ones. Ribon no Kishi. More Ribon no Kishi. So yeah, today I just want to buy old mangas that I could use for reference. Yes! I wonder if there's like a basket. Okay, I'm gonna hold it in my hands. So this is like the really old manga section. It feels like a different world here. I love this vibe. Look at how old they all look. I was looking for old girly mangas and I found some, but it's like $100. But look at this art. It's got the very shiny eyes with blonde hair. I'm gonna guess it's from like the 1970s. Yeah, the eyes give it away. Candy Candy. It was a very controversial manga, but it was very popular back in the days, and I haven't been able to read it yet. They're all too vintage. They're all so expensive. Oh my gosh, that's like $800. Seriously? I wish I could like buy these one day. $800. But can you guys see the artwork? The eyes and the long lashes is like everything. Anything over here? Nope. Nope. So these are basically all the 1950s and the 1960s, maybe 1970s mangas. I feel like that's all they have right here. Now let's move on to the 1980s era. There you go. Garasu no Kame. Yes, that is so pretty. So this series is super popular in Japan. It's from the 1980s. Let's get this one. What else? Ooh, these look really old. I've never seen these mangas before. Look at how old it looks. Oh, Jinny. It's $30. And it used to be $2 back then. But I mean, vintage pricing. I think this is from the same author. Oh, this is so cute. I love her full lips. $20. Oh my god. Anything a little bit more affordable? Oh wait, it's the same manga but cheaper. I'm guessing this one's a little bit more damaged. Okay, let's get this one. Ooh, look at how comical it used to be. This is $8. Akage no Scarlet. Oh, look at the sheep, so cute. I can't buy everything, so let me choose like one last manga. How about this? Amazing makeup. Oh no, I want to read like everything. They have Eso Nerae. I think this is from like the 1950s and 1960s. They still have this. It kind of sucks they don't have the first book, but I still want to try it out. I'm gonna get this one, and I think I'm good with this section. Moving on. And this is the 1990s section. Oh, my era, guys. I could literally be here all day. So there's also a lot of mangas from different eras around here. So it's not only the 1990s. Last time I was here, they had a lot of 90s mangas. I'm not seeing anything anymore. But ooh, look, like, I remember this from back in the days. Miracle Girls. I love this. Akazukin Cha-Cha, 90s manga. I have the whole set back in California. Very nostalgic. And like Kero Kero Chaimu. Also, I think it's from the 1990s. I'm not sure of the exact date for everything, but it's around that era. And as you can see, with Kero Kero Chaimu and Akazukin Cha-Cha, you could tell that it's a lot cuter. The art has changed so much. It's a lot similar to the art today. Super cute. Anything else from the 1990s? Maybe gals? I think it's from the 2000s though. Something like this. Again, the art is becoming very modern. Let me get this one. Pichi Pichi Pichi. There you go. Another childhood manga. Ooh, $50. I've actually never read this before, but it's like super, super popular. And the artwork, so amazing. It's a bit old, but this is the era that I love the most. I actually don't see a lot of mangas that I was looking for. Let's try changing aisles. Oh my gosh, this scared me for a bit. Tenshi Nanka Janai. It's the same author as Nana, another masterpiece. Hime-chan no Ribbon, definitely the 90s. Are todoku? Are Tokimeki Tonight? Kore? Oh, it's the new version. It's not the old version. Oh. So Tokimeki Tonight is a classic from the 80s and 90s. I would say 80s. And now the 2000s era to present. I'm sure a lot of you guys know these mangas. Kami-sama hajimemashita. Oh wait, they have Marmalade Boy? Oh gosh, they have everything here. And again, Nana, Kimi ni Todoke, Chihaya Furu, Sailor Moon. And I mean Tanemura Arina, she's my idol. I've read like every single book of hers. And by the way, my favorite is Furumoon wo Sagashite. Like, look at that. She's so amazing. Okay, I'm gonna choose a few more books and call it a day. What should I get? And guys, I think we're done.
So here are all the books that I got at Mandarake. I used them for reference throughout this video. So guys, that's the history of shoujo manga. Hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. Please let me know in the comment sections which era do you guys like the most. And if you guys want to know more about manga. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye!